Welcome to the 2021 SSE-PA Online Connections Conference. My name is Lauren Brown. I'm your Arrangements Chair, and I'm here with John Kruth, our Program Chair. Now, I want to just introduce you to the website so you have the most benefit from this online experience. And I'm going to ask John a few questions about how he's organized this year's conference. So for those that are on the website, it's important that you sign in. To access all the goodies, you must be signed in to the website and obviously a paid registrant. And the website is sse-pa.healthyseminars.com. I want to highlight a few things, and as a highlight, I'm going to ask our program chair, John Kruth, a few questions. So some of the menus that you really want to get familiar with is, first thing is the calendar, because we have live events happening between July 23rd and the 31st. Please note that everything is set in Eastern Standard Time. So think New York and Toronto. So when you're looking at the calendar and it says 7 p.m., that is set for Eastern Standard Time, New York, Toronto. So convert it to your time zone. And we have John Kruth to thank for, because that's where he's located. So he did the schedule, so he got to choose his time zone. Two important features on this page. One is you can download the full schedule. We have this calendar here, but you can actually download a PDF version. And this is what it looks like. Now, John, you've often referred to this schedule as a menu. What do you mean by that?
Well, there's so much happening. This is 9 days of events that are going on. And we put a lot of time in for breaks between it, because our goal is to get people to connect with each other. That's the theme of the conference, is connections. And so rather than sitting and watching Zoom events one after another, I would recommend that people look at this as a menu and pick and choose what you think you'd really like to see. That way you won't get tired, and by the time the event's over, you're just worn out. Take your time, watch what you can watch live, and a number of these events are going to be recorded, right, Lauren?
Yes, we have a lot recorded. So, and I'm going to show you a few features on how to find the talks by going either to the talk or the presenter link. I just want to stay on this calendar page. So John mentioned that it's a menu, so don't expect to eat everything on the menu. And you do have access to the lectures that are recorded until September 15th. So we have live replays and live Q&As from July 23rd to 31st. Check out the calendar for all these times. So for example, I'll click on the day 3 event. You can see it will list the times in Eastern Standard Time, the talk, and the room. So we have different rooms here, and that's to get you into the Zoom room to watch the lecture. So that's what you would click on, is the different room here in the schedule on the calendar. So if you're trying to get to a room or a talk at a specific time, do click on the room on the right-hand side, and that will take you there. If the time has passed or you just want to watch the recording, then just click on the link and it'll take you to the page where the recording is as well. So that's the next thing I want to take you to, is to the lecture. So I'm going to click on talks here. So if you're looking to watch a talk, you can go to any specific talk here. And when you find a talk that you want to listen to, you can click on it. So here I wanted to listen to the talk by Let's Moving On, a talk by William Bankston. So when I click on this talk, you'll notice a few things on the page. If it has a live event and hasn't not happened yet, it will have that at the top. So right now I can see I can join Bill Bankston on the 24th at 5:10 Eastern Standard Time in the evening, and I can join the live replay with all of you and also interact with Dr. Bill Bankston and ask questions. I could also watch the lecture on that page. So I can go to that page and just watch the lecture as well. And it will be on this website, on this page, starting late July 23rd. You could also go to the presenter page. And so if I want to listen to whatever Bill's doing, again, I click on Bill's link. It takes me to his page. You can see there's the video. Now, do know that if it says you must enroll in this course, one of two things. Either you're not actually signed into the website, so you do need to be signed in order to access the video, or it's before we released it on July 23rd. And so once July 23rd and that evening passes, all the videos will be available on the site to watch, like this one. And so just a big reminder on the talks, the link to the live event is here, and then the video is also on that page. John, now
not all of the talks are recorded.
Thank you.
All
Right.
the talks in the main room are recorded. and a number of the talks that are in some of the other convention rooms. Do you want to look at the convention rooms page,
Yeah,
Sean?
very good point. So let's go to the convention room. So the main room is, you have a main room, and this is the hub of the conference, and all these are recorded. And when you go to the main room, John, I just want to show them what this looks like. When you go to the main room, when you click on that link, it will tell you the next day event that's going to start. So when John and I are recording this, it's going to start on July 23rd, the next main room event. It tells you the times in Eastern Standard Time and has a countdown and a schedule. So this is where you go, and this is where you'll find the main event. So you just have to come to this page and you can find everything you need. Going back to the conventions room, if you go to these other rooms, these will just be Zoom rooms. So John, can you differentiate between the main rooms and these other rooms? And I do want to reiterate your point that all the main room lectures are recorded and will be available for you to watch on demand from July 23rd till September 15th, actually. The other rooms, these rooms that John's going to talk about, some of them are recorded, but not all. So just be aware of that. Go ahead, John, and tell us a little bit about these different rooms.
So a lot of people would wonder, why don't we have everything in one room? Why do we have things spread out? Well, because the theme of this conference is connections. It's not just about sitting and watching people give lectures all day long. The idea is that we're going to have some talks that are related to ESP in the ESP room. We'll have some talks that are related to Edge Science in the Edge Science room, and on for each of these different rooms. So as you're looking at the schedule, you might see this talk is going on in the energy room. Well, you can go to the energy room and watch the talk, but anytime you want, you can go into the energy room and see if there's other conversations with like-minded people interested in talking about PK or subtle energies of the body. You can go in the experiences room and either share experiences or hear about other people's experiences within that room. Most of these rooms have special topics associated with them. The two that are kind of confusing might be the lounge. And the lounge is someplace where you might hear cultural activities, maybe historical information, and have discussions on those topics. And the bar, well, that's pretty self-explanatory. So there's not any presentations going to go on in a bar. Well, no formal one. So who knows what's going to happen within that environment. But it's a great opportunity for you just to spend time and look for other people within the different convention rooms.
So if after a lecture, or regardless, if people want to have discussions and speak with the speaker or continue discussion, they can choose to go into these rooms to see if there's any discussions happening. And they can also go to the forums. So that's the other place. Under general discussions, you can continue discussions and create your own forum post going where we can continue to discuss. The other boxes here are kind of self-explanatory. John, can you just explain schedule your own event? Because that kind of ties into these convention room themes as well, I believe.
Right, these other rooms that we have, all these other Zoom rooms, the schedule will be available for them. But anytime there's not something scheduled, if you want to meet with some people to have a discussion on a certain topic, you can go into this forum and post, hey, at 5 p.m. European time, we're going to meet in the energy room and talk about PK. You may even say we're going to have this discussion in French, because it might be from French speaking individuals. If you're in Australia, you might set it up for having experience discussions in the experiences room at a time that's convenient for people from your area as well. So you can schedule your own time and your own event, even if you're not on the official schedule. Gives people an opportunity for more connections.
Thank you, John, for that. And so again, just to summarize, to get the most benefit out of the online conference, do remember the talks link. This way you can go to a specific talk, and then when you click on the link, the recording will be there from the main room, if it's been a main room lecture, and also a link will be there on that page if there is a live event with a live replay. The other way to find timely events, though, so you're up now and you want to watch a lecture and it's during July 23rd to 31st, is to download the calendar and also to either click on any of these days. And when you click on the day, it will tell you what is scheduled, what talk, and it'll tell you what room to go to watch that talk. And so that's all available there. And as you can see, it will list the time in Eastern Standard Time, because that is our source time zone, New York, Toronto. But based on however your computer is set up, the calendar, so I'm on the Pacific West Coast, it will also convert the time from my local time so I know what time everything is starting, right? So to help you out. And so those are the main pages to look at. The calendar page is important, and the talks page, easiest way to find the lectures. And then if you want continued networking, you can check out the convention rooms, and you can check out the forums as well for continued connecting with each other. John, I want to thank you and your team for putting together a beautiful conference, and we look forward to hosting this during July 23rd to 31st. Remember, you have access to the recordings that we create until September 15th. And if you do need help, there is a contact link. And if you use that link, send in a help, we call a support ticket, and somebody will respond to you in a timely manner. And we'll also below, we'll keep adding your questions. If we get a lot of the common questions, we'll keep putting them here for you to look at. So do know on the contact page below, we will have some of the most common questions we have. Thank you very much, John. And I look forward to spending time with you online, July 23rd to the 31st.
Thank you, Lauren.